Debbie with Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks for joining me. So if you saw my last video, you saw that I am working on 3 different journals sort of all at the same time. The first one is Another Autumn, and this is using a digital kit from Tracy Fox Love Junk Journals on Etsy. And then I've got another Tracy. This is using a combination of a digital kit from also Love Junk Journals from Tracy, and then her Creative Expressions release with a paper pad and some stamps and things. And this one is called Bug-tastic. And then the third journal is using a printed, delivered, already printed kit from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos, and this one's called Toy Story. So these are the 3. I've got all my signatures pretty much ready to go. I've done a little bit of work on the inside and all of them. On this one, you know, I've got some tabs added and some things like that. And so what I'm doing now is I've got it all right in front of me in 3 separate piles, 1 for each journal, and I'm going to work on some tags. So let me show you what kind of tags I've got. First of all, I've got some chipboard tags. This one that is the craft color is from Tim Holtz, etc. This is the number 8 size tag. And these are from Prima Marketing. These are also chipboard, but they have a sticky front. Now I usually, you can kind of just peel that back and that's sticky. I usually glue anyway. But they come with the sticky front, and so that's what those 2 are from. Those are all chipboard tags. This is, what's that line called from Prima? The hardware, something hardware line, chipboard tags. Then I have, that's a holiday tag, you know, to put on a gift from, I think Hobby Lobby was a pack. And I don't care for the front, but this is a really, really nice thick chipboard, so we're going to cover that up. These 2 are kind of wood. Well, this is, I don't know if this is real wood, but maybe it says. It also looks like it's from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of like a chalkboard, you know, it's a black mat. And then this one is a wood tag, so I have these 2. This is a metal tag. I don't even know where I got it. I'm going to see if I can rust this up. I think that'd be fun. And then these are just standard manila tags that I have run through my embossing machine. I think the leaves, let's start there. The leaves are perfect for the Another Autumn journal. And I have some pieces that I've printed out, if I can figure out what I did with them. I think they're tucked right, yep, they're right here. Some of these are pockets. Let's see, some of them are small. There's more tags in here, too, that I'll come play with. Some of these are too big. Here we go. We've got these little circle pieces. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, and I've got the smaller tags. There's that guy and that one and that one. These are just a few that I kind of, you know, fell in love with. So, a few of my favorites. And I think what I'm going to do... I don't know which one I want to use. I think I like the little critter guy. That's really cute. That's pretty too. And of course, I love the butterfly. So I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. And then I've got the circles. I may use these on a different one. So I'm going to set those aside. I'll use those on something else. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is just... put a little color on here with some ink. And I think I will use Walnut Stain. And so I'm just going to very lightly run over, I said very lightly, and I just did that really hard. I'm just going to very lightly run it over this texture here. Just to give it a little bit of depth. And so that embossing kind of pops out a little bit. This has got a little bit of a different color on it, but I don't think it'll hurt anything. So I'm going to draw some aged mahogany on here. And I think I'm just going to kind of come in. Ooh, that's really red. That might be too much. We'll see. And this is oxide. So I'm going to come in. That's better. I like toning that red down just a little bit. And since this is vintage oxide, it's going to have a nice effect when I put some water drops on it. I'm concentrating on the outside because I'm going to cover up the, I'm going to cover up kind of in the middle of the tag. Okay, now I've got a nice mix of some colors in here. Okay, next up, I'm going to go ahead and round the corners. So I round corners on my book pages just because I like the look. I round corners on my tags because it makes it easier to get them in and out of your pockets without it catching. I'm going to go over that one more time with the, let's get that mahogany back in there a little bit. There we go. Now it's that deeper mahogany. And now I'm also going to go over it one more time with scorched timber. That's pretty. That's getting those fall colors in there, I think. Okay, now I'm going to edge. Oops. Let me get some nice dark ink on the edges here. Oh, I like that. Okay, so you noticed I didn't do anything to the back side of this. That's because I'm going to put this on top of this cardstock, and that'll just make the whole thing a lot stiffer, a lot sturdier. So now what I need to do is decide which one. Ooh, that's pretty, but so is that. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't have to decide right now. Next thing I gotta do is I gotta make a decision. Which one do I want to use? Before I glue that on, or as I glue that on, I want to put a little something up at the top. And I've got just some stuff here. I like that. So what if that's there and we do something here? Where we're doing sort of a, maybe it goes like this. A little bit of, just a little bit of something, something going on. That might be kind of fun. Nice little texture. Let's straighten that out. I like where that's headed. And I love those colors. And I want to get a little bit of that red down here. So let me see if there's another piece of that somewhere. I'm going to rip this off about right here. Okay, that's all I need. And I want to separate these. One of them will go at the top, just like that. And the other one, I think, will come down here at the bottom with this. Yeah. Yep, I like it. I think I want to go this way. I love this ripped edge here, but I think, decisions, right? Oh, there we go. That might work. Okay. All right. Let me get the box out of the way. Now what I'm going to do is come in with the sandpaper. Not sure. I think I'll use this one. This is the best. This is mine's disgustingly dirty, but this is a Amazon purchase. Just going to come in that sandpaper and sand a little bit of this. Not a lot. And I probably should have done this before I glued it on, but I didn't. So it's just a little bit darker on the edges because I'm getting that ink on the craft part, which is underneath the color. We have one tag done. Look how pretty that would be, right? So, or maybe it's on this back side, something like that. Beautiful tag. I'm happy with that. Okay, so one down. Now let's move on to Bug-tastic. Now what I want to do is ever so carefully, I don't want to take anything off this size. I'm going to snip this out. Minimal. Oh, good. That is almost the exact size I need. Okay, perfect. All right, now let's cut this guy out. I think what I want to do is put some embossing powder around this edge. All right, this is Seth Apter's Wow Mixed Media Embossing Brush. And I got it from Seth Apter's website, sethapter.com. And it's your embossing goo in a brush form, which is great for something like this. So I'm just going to come down here around the edge. And I'm not going to try to be straight or neat. I'm just going to brush through. I'll let that sit for a second. I don't want to burn myself. Yep, I like that. And then this guy is going to go on there. Now I know I covered up most of that background and it was a gorgeous background, but two things. One thing about a digital kit is I can reprint it anytime I want. The other thing is just what is hinted through. It's all about the layers, right? So that hint of what's coming through is perfect for this dragonfly. All right, now we're going to finish him off. I'm not going to really add too much else to this. Okay. And then I'm going to come back to some of this red because it works on this one too. Or do I want... Look at that. That's gorgeous. No. That's falling apart. No. Here's another piece of that red. That's probably better. Yep. Nope, I think this lighter one works better. It's almost the exact color of what's on there. I'm going to rip this right here because it's easy to do. And then I'm just going to kind of tear that up just a little bit down there. There we go. And put that right there. I don't want to cover his antennae. I'm going to glue that on and then I will trim it off. So, I don't know, I almost feel like it needs a little more. It needs a little something, a little accent piece. Could do what I did on the other one and just put a couple little tiny pieces down here just for grins. Could just go all the way through. I could poke a hole all the way through the whole thing and put a brad here. Then I would have the brad pieces on the other side. Ooh, I do like that though. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, I like it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and back this since I have this piece here. So I'm just going to find some paper that I think is going to be complementary. Is that red one going to work again? I mean, yeah, it sure will. It sure will. Okay, let's do that. There we go. And that's got a back now that is light enough, absolutely light enough to write on. And now I'm going to put, that is not in the center, is it? That's okay. Now I'm going to put an eyelet through here. And that one is done. How cute is that? There we go. Here's your up close so you can kind of see that edge. I like it. I like it. Okay, that's a tag for Bug-tastic. Now I need to create a tag for Toy Story. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna get some color under this just so we can see it. I've got black on black here, is making it a little difficult. There we go. All right, I'm gonna sponge some embossing ink through this stencil. Let's do that. There's a little. The stencil has seen better days. Okay, I'm going to go all the way through. And this little guy's here on top of it. Cute. I like that. But you know what? I don't like the black. So I'm going to save this for another time. It's adorable. It'll be fun to use. But I don't like the black. So let me come back over here. And I'm going to look at perhaps this tag. No. Let's look at, what about this one? What about it? See, I like the idea of that one better. Okay. Let's come back and do some similar, I'm just going to go ahead and use this since it's in here, some similar things. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with ground espresso on this one. Ground espresso. And I'm just going to rub this around. And it's just getting messy and perfect. Seth Apter's Vintage Beeswax, another one of my favorites. It's chunky and it's got a beautiful kind of vintagey look to it. It's a gorgeous color, but yet it doesn't really affect the color of what's underneath, if that makes sense. I don't know if that does or not, but that's my story and I'm sticking with it. Okay. Goosey Goosey Gander has a little bit of red on her, so she might benefit from that red up at the top as well. Nah, don't like it. What if there's some down here? Nope. What if there's some of this somewhere? I think Goosey Goosey Gander needs, oh, you know what she needs. Let's tell you what she needs. She needs some paper fasteners. Goosey Goosey Gander needs paper fasteners. So let's put one, let's put one here. And I put that on upside down, didn't I? Doggone it. Let's take that off. Turn it around. Try it again. There we go. That's better. I'm going to smash that down because there's a little fat on there. Okay. Goosey Goosey Gander needs another one. Here. Yeah. Same thing. Oops, wrong tool. Little smash. There we go. Goosey goosey gander. Not sure I like the embossing on that particular one, but it's fine. It's fine. Pardon me for reaching. Now let's find some paper to put that on. Goosey goosey gander might look good on some green. Maybe? Do we think? Do we think we like her on green? Yep, she's got that green in the background. Yep, let's do it. It's got a very vintagey look. Is that basically what I've done is use some of the same techniques to create 3 different tags. And I think you will find that they are, I mean, these 2 are kind of from the same nature world, but they're pretty different, right? So you can use the same techniques to create different styles. So I've got textured backgrounds on these, on both of these. I've used the embossing glaze here, some metal paper fasteners. Both of them have a cardstock base or back that forms a little border. Both of them have pieces, little extra pieces from spines from books. There's the same fabric here and here. And then this one also incorporates some embossing like this one. We've got some of those metal pieces there and more book page pieces. So they really are very, very similar and yet very different. Also embossing on this too. So I think the idea here is that you can create completely different tags using some of the same techniques quite easily that go with different themes and different journals that you're working on. So if you have a favorite technique, don't hesitate, I should say, to use it in a different way on a different piece to, to pull it all together. So that's it for today. Sorry it took so long. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I will be back. I'm going to continue working on these 3 journals. And yeah, I'll be back. Bye-bye.